you finally hit the appraisal milestone in your real estate transaction and the appraisal comes in below the accepted sales price. What can you do? In this video, we're going to have a quick look at the options that you have when your appraisal comes in below the agreed upon sales price. Now stick around to the end of this video and I'll share with you a special resource that you and your agent can use to fight a low appraisal. All right, you guys, it is the most frustrating thing when you come so far in the transaction and so much has already been agreed upon, and now the appraisal was ordered by your lender and it comes back below the sales price that everyone has already agreed upon. Hi, you guys, I'm Katie Evans. I'm with the Living 48 Real Estate team over at Keller Williams Realty East Valley, and I'm grateful to be your resource in this video on low appraisals. What do you do? All right, so as of the filming of this video blog, we are seeing this to be a challenge more and more and more as the market continues to move quickly ahead and the appraisers look backwards to justify their sales price and their appraisal values. All right, this is how it is. This is how it has to be. So nobody can fault the appraisers for doing exactly what they need to do, but sometimes it's a mistake. It's an honest mistake. A human error, things happen. So we're going to talk about some of those items here. The appraisers are swamped, just like the rest of us in real estate right now. They are absolutely swamped and they can make a mistake. Sometimes the market is just moving too fast and the true value is not there yet. And it is their job to make sure that they slow things down to a point where it keeps everyone safe. All right? In other cases, however, they may have made a mistake, or maybe they didn't take something into account that they should have, or they didn't use a comp that they should have. All of these things are absolutely happening in the marketplace right now, and you have some options on how we can fight low appraisals if it is justified. So let's talk about that process just really, really quickly. If you feel that there's been a mistake on your appraisal, there are basically 8 steps that you can take, give or take a few that may or may not be appropriate to your situation. All right? So the first thing I want to tell you to do when you get a low appraisal is, number 1, do not panic. Okay? Do not pull the panic cord. Do not push the panic button. It's not over yet. Remain calm, remain level-headed, remain nice to work with, and it's going to get you a lot further than if you choose go the other route. Number 2, if you don't already have one, get yourself a copy of the actual appraisal. All right, we're going to need to go through that appraisal with a fine-tooth comb, look at the comps that they've used, look at all the valuations, the adjustments, all those things that they've done on that appraisal. So make sure you get yourself an actual tangible copy of the appraisal report. Number 3, review the comps that the appraiser used. All right, with the appraiser. If you see some that they left off that were really, really important, we need to discuss that with the appraiser. So you especially want to look at the homes that are in your same neighborhood. Exact floor plan matches and in the exact neighborhood are going to hold the most weight, and these are the comps that we want to have considered the most highly when you're considering your property values, okay? So see if they're higher than lower than what you all understood them to be, and let's kind of really delve into those comps. All right, number 4, investigate permit issues. What that means is if you added on square footage or have other permitted changes to your property, be sure that these were taken into consideration. So let's double check all of that and make sure that they were taken into account. Number 5, compile a list of improvements, updates, and the costs associated with those so that the appraiser can have a look at those. The appraiser may or may not have actually had that information, and that would have really helped them understand the value of your home. All right, so make sure that you brag on your house as big or as little as you possibly can. All right. Number 6, if any of the items 3 through 5, so that would be the comps, the permit issues, and the improvements or upgrades that you've done, if they were not accounted for correctly, then you need to go ahead and challenge the appraisal. All right? Submit your supporting documentation, take all of that, submit it back to the appraiser and say, we would like you to reconsider our valuation with this additional information that you maybe did not consider the first go round. All right, so resubmit it and challenge that appraisal. Now, The other thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to actually want to, and this is number 7, scrutinize the actual appraiser. We have had situations where we had an appraiser come out and appraise a house. He appraised it very, very kind of weird. And when we came to understand the appraiser, we learned that he had just moved from a totally different state into our state and did not really understand the nuances of Arizona real estate. All right, so we want to have you scrutinize that appraisal. Are they local, or did they pull them in from the West Valley and your appraisal's in the East Valley? Again, two very, very different markets. Do they understand the specific neighborhood? Did they actually come into your house and look at your home? If they didn't do any of these things, you obviously can request a new appraiser if you don't feel that the appraiser was well suited for your home's appraisal. All right, so challenge that and ask for a new appraiser to come in and give a new appraisal. And the last thing, number 8, is if everyone is in agreement and we just can't get that current appraisal to where it needs to be, buyer and seller both agree that it's kind of crazy, we can order a new appraisal. Start from scratch. It's going to have to be paid for all over again, but you can order a new appraisal. All right, so those are my 8 tips to how you can contest a low appraisal. Now, as always, be in communication with your realtor and make sure that they are advising you in how to maneuver through this kind of tricky part of the transaction process. Okay, thanks everyone for watching to the end of this video, and as promised, we have a sample letter that we would love to offer to you. It is an outline that either you or your real estate agent can use to dispute the low appraisal. So if you would like a copy of that letter, all you need to do is send me a quick email or connect with me through our website at www.living48realestate.com, or you can just email me directly at katie@living48re like realestate.com, and just put in the subject line low appraisal letter. All right, if you put that in the subject line, I will go ahead and send you that sample outline for the letter that you can utilize. Also, we're here to answer any of your additional real estate needs or questions. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us and let us know what we can do to help you. So I've enjoyed sharing all this information with you today, and I hope that we'll catch you on our next video blog.